What up, dog? What up, dog?
Fix that too.
If you don't already know, I am your slightly thick, extremely colorful auntie, bestie, sister, cousin, girlfriend in your head, whatever it is you need. I am showing up for you in this space. This is a safe space. We are the hottest podcast on a Monday night. I am blessed to be sitting next to the chocolatiest drop on this here internet, and he'll let you know whose internet it is later. This is your
Yeah,
boy,
we'll definitely get around to that part.
T
I ain't even
Double.
thought about that shit, so glad you brought that up. I'm your boy, in the flesh. You know what I'm saying? The one and only,
The one and only.
one and only. It's your boy T Double.
So this Tasha girl that was on the radio the other day talking about she T double, sis. No, you're not.
Yeah, I ain't even
This is
hear.
T double.
I ain't even hear Shorty. I knew nothing about it until I got the call. Like, let me tell you what I just heard on the radio, and I was like, huh? And then yeah, whole story went in, and I was just like, oh. Okay, yeah, we're gonna make sure that nobody else does that on the radio or this here internet. Okay, that's only that's already claimed. So, um, welcome back to another episode. You know what I'm saying? As she once stated to you guys, the hottest podcast on the Monday night. Sometimes it could possibly be on a Tuesday. Don't you ever forget it. Okay. Um, Yeah, rolling right into things, I would like to say that that's what we gonna do. Getting a little late start tonight. We want to apologize for the late start. Had some stuff to take care of. You know how that goes. You know what I'm saying? And it took a little minute for me to write what I had to write down. So I had to go soul searching. But I had a few updates for you guys, a few new things, just a little bit to say to y'all this week. You know what I'm saying? So as you know, every week is a banger. It's always something you want to hear, you need to hear, you go have to hear. You know what I'm saying? Um, so you want to hear it here first.
I want to apologize. First of all, last week I was tired. Okay? And I have come to realize your boy T Double's voice when I'm real tired like that, it's like a lullaby. It's like the vibrations and it's just like it lulls me to sleep. So that's what was going on last week, y'all. I ain't even gonna lie. So if you was shooting with us in the gym and you caught that, don't be talking about me. Okay? I wasn't off no perk or no heroin or none of that. Like I was legitimately sleepy. All right. And I'm woke. I today. I ain't even got no 5 hour energy drink tonight, but I'm telling you I'm here for y'all, okay? It probably will still be a quick show because we start late and we got stuff to do tomorrow. But you make sure you have connected with us on all the other platforms. If you know, you know, and if you don't, ask. Okay. Because we will let you in on some secrets. Other than that, as you all know, we are from Detroit. We are the hottest podcast out of Detroit on a Monday night. So, we like to start off with what up, do is you cool, but a lot of times being from Detroit, the rest in pieces and the what up, do is you cools, they kind of run together.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So that's kind of happening tonight as well, I think. What you think?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I believe
So
so.
yeah. One of the first people I want to say rest in peace to is the people that lost their life at Fairlane. You can't
Uh-huh.
even go to the mall. Like you
Uh-huh.
can't even go to the mall as a young person anymore, or period,
That
because
was
Willis don't got no name on it.
two kids,
But
man.
those were two babies, 19-year olds.
19
That is
babies,
a
though. Not
kid, a
kids, but
baby, damn
babies, yeah.
near. Yeah.
Yeah, young, man. Life just started, for real. You know what I'm saying? So,
Rest in peace to them. Condolences to their parents, loved ones. We had two young ladies that passed away in a generator death. We had some storms come through here recently. That heat wave also brought some tornado type weather after. And so we had a lot of power outages. People were running generators. Two young ladies passed away. So rest in peace to them.
yeah. It was a dude that I seen another young gentleman, 21-year-old, in Coldwater, Michigan, 2 hours south downtown or north of downtown, somewhere like that. 2 hours away from downtown Detroit, Coldwater, Michigan. A young gentleman was working in a plant, in a meat plant. He got into an altercation with another gentleman and stabbed him. He was unalived right away at work. 20-year-old and 21-year-old, and I believe the 21-year-old was the one unalived. Yeah, by a 20-year-old from a work altercation inside of a meat cooler.
That's crazy.
Yeah, just that fast. You know what I'm saying? Another young group. And that's two people. That one person goes to jail for life, and the other person goes away. So
Yeah, that's a wrap.
that is, Detroit has not been cool lately. It's been a lot going on. A lot going on that ain't been good. And that's been causing a lot of the wrong things. It's been sending a lot of the wrong messages, and a lot of the wrong stuff has been happening. And we just got to do better, man. We definitely got to get better as a group. It was 4th of July. People were shooting fireworks at the police.
And Hamtramck, you seen that?
Yeah. We just
Clown mode.
Just gotta get better, doing stuff like that, and
chaos.
At the same time, asking the police to protect you and help you. You know what I'm saying? And you doing stuff like that.
It's already bad enough because I think on the 4th, some people didn't have power. You know what I mean? So you need them, and I don't like the police. So don't think that I'm on their team like that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, but I don't think that they need to be, targeted and attacked. That's why we can't trust them. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Facts,
facts. If they ain't doing nothing to you, leave the police alone. Don't be but I feel like that's why I actually wasn't in Hamtramck, because those nah, it's not racist. Those people, but a certain class, it's not even about race, really. It's a certain class of people. When they have a certain amount of money, they feel like they're above the law. They can do whatever. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Especially young kids who don't really know no better. And I feel like that's what that was in Hamtramck, them Chaldean kids, them Arabic kids.
Yeah. I mean,
they be tripping.
That's very
the boys, especially. The girls be in the house.
That's very much so possible.
But the boys, them young teenage boys, they be wilding out. And daddies, some of their daddies to be old, from the old country still, can't keep up at the gas station at work.
Just to do such, that is almost like you asking for something to be done to you, and you want people to rally up behind you and support you if they do something to you after you just shot fireworks at them. I don't understand. It didn't necessarily make sense to me. I was like, as when I was young, which I'm not too far from now. But back in my days when I was more so into fireworks, more so when I did fireworks, when I popped them fireworks, you didn't think that stuff like that didn't cross your mind.
You trying not to even get seen by the police. But that's what I'm saying. They have a sense of entitlement and this false sense of grandeur. You understand what I'm saying? Like the police can't do nothing to them.
Yeah, see. That didn't cross your mind.
Your parents told you to stay away from the police.
Yeah.
Don't run, but stay away.
Yeah, and so certain stuff in that nature.
And don't do stuff that you're going to get in trouble.
That didn't cross your mind. You wasn't thinking I'm shooting fireworks out. You know what I'm saying? So.
You thinking you trying not to get shot.
I absolutely. If I shoot fire, what they gonna shoot at me? You know what I'm saying? So I'm not, So yeah, I just definitely didn't agree with that. People it's people putting themselves in harm's way. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't know what led to that. But I just feel like let's not do that.
They was just out there wilding out, having a good time at first, and then you know it's always got to be that one evening.
Yeah, let's not do that. Let's not try so hard to be down.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I feel like something that people that's a trend nowadays. People are trying to be down so bad. You know what I'm saying?
You think that's just nowadays?
I mean, it's real. It's out there nowadays. It's out there so bad nowadays that people willing to do whatever. You talking about sell your soul, man? Hey, come up, man. People willing to do whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it's real bad. Just the limit that people will go to be seen, heard, known,
Go viral.
go viral. You know what I'm saying? Have a moment. The limit that people will go, it is no limit. You know what I'm saying? I feel like some people, man, you will sell your kids. You know what I'm saying? Like some weird, you know what I'm saying?
People is like that.
It's just weird to me, the stuff that people do that, the way that it go, how people, for a moment or for, you know what I'm saying, the like of somebody else or the liking of a group of people or however people feel or whatever people doing it for. It just gotta stop. Yeah, that just gotta stop for sure. So let's hope that we don't have no more firework and police incidents. Absolutely, we shouldn't have any more. I'm sure if you do that any time again this year, you're probably going to jail because you're not supposed to be popping fireworks at this point. So I'm sure if you're shooting them at the police after the 4th, it's probably going to be a problem. Just saying. Now, anytime before or on, then I don't know because I seen and it was different. So
you seen people shoot them at the police and not get in trouble?
yes. You must ain't see the same video I seen.
I didn't even see the video. I saw no. They looking for them a lot. If it was in Hamtramck, I didn't see the video. I saw a picture. I saw a post.
Okay, the video I seen because I just assumed it was because I think the dude was kind of like Chaldean. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't really see. It was kind of pixeled out, but he got the little turning thing gun that's shooting the turning thing pew that's shooting the fireworks out. And what you're supposed to do is hold it up and it's gonna keep going boom boom boom, but he's holding it towards them. And it's just going boom 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 boom, and they just standing there.
The cops
just standing there, and he's recording, he's laughing. You know what I'm saying? What I did understand was like how
they so calm. Yeah. They don't.
And then when you say looking for, he was right there. He didn't run.
Well, they arrested some, but they still looking for some.
And they probably got him on video specifically. So, because, they can make out the video better than I can. I'm not saying that I can make out clearly an image or nothing like that, but you can see there's a guy, he's talking, he's laughing, I can't, you know what I'm saying, but it's like pixeled out some. He even comes in a little bit. He like holds the camera in some. But it's dark also. You know what I'm saying? So, the limit that people will go, man. And that was awful. I'm sure that was probably just a post on social media, because why else are you recording? You know what I'm saying? And that's what I mean. You know what I'm saying? What people would go through, or the limit that people would go to just get some type of clout from, you know what I'm saying? It's sad, and it's people, man. Yeah, it's people. It's sad though, but it's what people would do. The limit is sad, and people just gotta do better, man. That's just just do better. The limit for clout is crazy, and that's just, man, it's bad, man. Some people chase it the whole wrong way, man. I mean, I don't feel like you should even you shouldn't even want it that bad that it controls you to do something like that. Let me turn on my camera and do this. This is gonna get them going. I don't see it. I just don't. I don't. I'm sorry. I don't.
I know this is like completely separate, don't got shit to do with it. But like the people that like go to Walmart and like hide and smoke and post it, you know what I'm saying? Shit they know if they get
That's the same though.
caught, it's like thrill seeking or something. I don't know, but
It's clout chasing. It's you want to do this because you're not thrilled about it. Nothing about it is getting you off to the point where you're like, oh,
you can smoke
I'm
anywhere.
getting, I'm this gonna get me higher because I'm inside in a closet. If I get caught, I'm really gonna be high. You gonna get the same effect. You know what I'm saying? It's because if you're just doing it for you, even if you recorded it, it would never make it nowhere. You know what I'm saying? It was personally for
For
you,
you to watch
for you to
back.
go back and watch when you want to. But as soon as you start hitting that live, it ain't for you no more. When you're doing something in that, and you know what I'm saying, something that you know that could land you, you know what I'm saying, in some type of space where you possibly could get in any type of trouble that you don't want to get into. I don't want to get in. I don't want to get a ticket. I don't want to go to jail. But I'm gonna do this and record it on live. That ain't for you. You're not doing it for yourself. You're not getting nothing out of it. You know what I'm saying? Even a thrill, you scared for real. You know what I'm saying? You're not even really enjoying it. You know what I'm saying? Some shit like that. That's like saying that you about to go and, you know what I'm saying, do the zoom zooms and wham whams somewhere you know you ain't supposed to be. You don't really get a chance to enjoy because you overlooking here and there. You ain't as a dude, you ain't even comfortable to even. You might not even make it to the point where you know what I'm saying it can work, cause you like, but what? Oh, it ain't no. You ain't getting no thrill. The thrill ain't for you. You not enjoying the thrill. The thrill part ain't on your end. You know what I'm saying? You the person that's you the paranoid one. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like in certain situations, people put themselves in a situation and you're automatically the paranoid one. You ain't doing it for the fun of like you know what I'm saying. Even though okay, this is something different. This is a whole spinoff, but I feel like this is kind of what it goes to. Dude that did we watched dude do a bunch of 1 star food reviews on 1 star restaurants. You know what I'm saying? In a way, that's for the people, but it benefit him too because it's his content. So you know what I'm saying? It ain't just like I do this just to get a bunch of followers and a bunch of views and $2-3. You know what I'm saying? Off one app. No, he do that. You know what I'm saying? He gonna put that together. He gonna benefit off of it probably around what he expect. You know what I'm saying? At least in the era of before he even did it.
Yeah, yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know if those people was content creators. You know what I'm saying? That either, and
I doubt it.
not saying that it make it right.
Yeah, I doubt
You know
it.
what I'm
Cause
saying?
yeah,
But
that's the case.
they
Even
could have been doing it for
even
content.
even at a
It's a lot of people that do
even
that type of crazy
even as a
shit.
content creator, I feel like if I'm on some, I'm trying to get you know what I'm saying, I'm trying to keep my money out here doing content. I'm not trying to be locked up for 90 days because I done did something stupid, a little misdemeanor. Now I gotta do 90 days. Now I can't. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no access to my
I
funds.
mean, the little sneak shit at Walmart, okay, because it's like you gotta get caught. You know what I'm saying? You standing in front of the motherfucking police shooting like this.
You ain't
No,
got no
that's not the
mask on, no
same.
nothing. They know it's you. You know what I'm saying? You ain't. And when you locked up, you got nothing. You like dog. The dude who was he was a YouTuber and he was a racist guy and he used to call people the N word hard ER and he carried a weapon and he used to entice people. I dare you follow me to my car. I'm gonna use my weapon and I'm gonna pew pew you. And he actually did one time, and now he's in jail right now. And he's begging Adam Ross to give him money to let him out. I forget his name. He was a famous YouTuber for this. He's begging Adam Ross to give him money to let him out because he said, I can't access none of my money, but all my money is in this and in this and in that. I even fight for free for you on your channel. Just get me out. I can't do nothing from in here. You down bad. You got money, but you down bad because I guess how it goes is either you can access it or you give somebody else the info and all y'all can access it. He said nobody else got the access to his money. Only him. So with him being locked up, his money just sitting still. He can't do anything about it. And you obviously did something wrong. Clearly.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Absolutely. Yeah. I forget his name, but you can look it up. That is a true thing.
You know, I mean, so I'm still in What Up Do What You Cool before I.
Yeah, we still in there. My bad. I kind of.
No, it's fine. Did you see where the guy, the little YN, was trying to rob the guy and the guy snatched his gun?
I seen that, and I feel like I don't know if that was the case. That was a YN. Maybe it was. I just feel like he was on some drugs or something. It was so animated. He was so, and I feel like the dude clearly kind of just seen in his face, like this dude off drugs or something. Like I just feel like he had to see it in his face or something. Like you, like not saying that when your life on the line or you feel like your life on the line, you make certain adjustments. They call it fight or flight. You know what I'm saying? Some people stay to fight, some people run. It's just all on your instincts of what your first reaction is, how you feel initially. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I heavily believe. But I just feel like he's seen it all in his face. Like, and I can kind of see even when it looked like he tried to spit on him and then run away. I'm like, yeah, something wrong with dude. It got to be he wasn't about that. He was high that night. Something was wrong with him that night. He had an off night. And he better be lucky that man was nice enough to just take it and let him keep going. You know what I'm saying? Because you run to the right person, they would have went on ahead and got you together with your own piece. You know what I'm saying?
Cause that's the first thing I thought.
Yeah, you run to the right person.
That's the first thing I would have.
You run to the right person.
Take it from back
yeah, yeah, you run to the right person.
I got it in my hand. I'm instantly pulling the trigger.
He done turned it around. He ready for it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm instantly pulling the trigger. And then you tried to he tried to do this. Like, man, that nigga head would have been
babies and fools, man.
That nigga shit would have been
babies and fools.
Like potted meat on the motherfucking floor on the ground.
That fool was washed over on that night, man. You a fool, man. You a fool. A plum fool, man, because you don't run up on nobody with no weapon, man, trying to do something to somebody, man,
and you ain't even prepared. You weak, off.
You a fool.
Got the gun taken from you. And that's why I be telling these females, honestly, they be out here with these CPL holder females that think they bossy and shit with these guns and all that. A nigga will take your gun from you, baby.
Yeah.
A nigga will take your gun from you and you will be on the other end of it. You ain't ready for real. And I just know it. And I know it for a fact. I know it for a fact even more now that I done seen a loved one in that situation where they can't even go for their gun because instinct telling them, don't go for that gun. Mm-hmm. He looking for it. He found that gun. You know you really ain't gonna win. Even if you got that gun, he gonna take it from you or something. You is not comfortable enough to go get that gun and use it to get this motherfucker out your space.
Yeah.
So why you got it? It ain't worth it. If you ain't training with that gun on regular basis, you know what I'm saying? And even then, I feel like what you definitely need to be training with, shooting it, you need to be going to the range. Don't just get a gun because you can and think that it's going to be your savior, because it's not. You need to have other self-defense training. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because the motherfucker will take your gun, then what? You better have your relationship with the Most High together because that's your protection right there. But, you know, I'm going to jump off my soapbox for a hot second. I just thought that was really crazy that he took that gun. And like you said, the dude was blessed because I would have peeled
Yeah,
that nigga cap back
he was
blue
definitely.
black. I would
Yeah,
have peeled that nigga cap blued back.
he was taken care of that night for sure. You know what I'm saying? So, um, yeah.
I want to say something about these street races. Now I remember the races when I was coming up. You know what I mean? I went a couple times, like maybe literally twice. You know what I mean? And I can remember just walking around, walking up and down the little street, whatever, past the cars, like we used to do at Belle Isle type shit. It was the same type of shit. That's all we did. And then left. You know what I'm saying? Either you got a number or you did type shit. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah,
That's what it was
yeah.
for. For us girls, anyways. You know, we weren't racing or whatever. They didn't turn this into some bullshit. No,
I mean,
nah,
it's definitely different.
and what they don't understand is that circle of fire bullshit, and a lot of that shit they doing, they don't even know is demonic. Nah, you better be careful. You better Google it and watch what you're doing, and tell your kids if they out there doing that shit, let them know that what they doing could possibly open them up to demonic spirits. Period. I'm just be honest. Just because somebody try to reinvent something and make it for this, don't mean it don't still got the same meaning that it had centuries ago when it got started. The same with yoga and some other stuff. So you better be careful with what you're doing, the fad that you jump on, and that goes for me too. But that's why I just ask God, listen, any covenant or curse that I didn't enter into, unknown or known, I repent and rebuke it right now in the name of Jesus. I do that on a daily, sometimes I might have to meet once or twice a day. Because you got habits. I found out knocking on wood is not good in that instance. To say, oh, I'm knocking on wood like it's going to reverse some curse. No. Only the Holy Spirit can do that. The Bible say you got to fast and pray for things or these what it say? These kind. These kind only come out through fasting and prayer. So it's certain spirits, it's certain curses, it's certain patterns that you can't get away from unless you fast.
Mm-hmm.
Pray, repent, and repeat. Over
Mm-hmm.
and over again, because you never know. It could be, it's 4 generations. You could be dealing with something that your great great grandma did.
Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah, you definitely got to be careful.
Yeah, and so jumping in a ring of fire and all of that, don't do it. Tell your kids to not be followers of, and it's just dangerous. The one dude tire caught on fire. They thought the whole car was on fire. They got the running and you know what I mean. The crazy part in that video that I seen though was when the car seemingly caught on fire and it started to look like it was coming toward them, they all started to run, right? But then when nobody got hit, when the car never came over there, they all started to walk back to.
That sounds like how it goes. Right back to it. Right back to it. Right back to it.
Crazy, man. Crazy. So, and it's like, and I can remember being young and feeling invincible, kind of, you know, but
Yeah, those
I ain't gonna say I
races.
was scared. It was just certain stuff. No, I was nervous.
Yeah, I mean, races back then, I can't even say it was less violent. I just didn't know about the violence that was going on. That's what I can say.
I mean, it wasn't no violence. I didn't see no
If it
violence because
was,
it
if it
wasn't no
was.
violence because they came on there and said like, oh, it was a good night. Nobody, got us no
Yeah,
fights. It was
see,
no gunplay or
now the
nothing.
thing is,
But that,
I wasn't in. When I first started going to the races, I was young. I was around probably like 20, 21. So a good 20 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
I'm like, shit, I was younger than that. I was like 17.
Right. What I'm saying is just the elevation from what I've seen from then. Is I'm saying I know. You know what I'm saying. I'm telling you, it's definitely different. I know. Um, from just 20 years ago. And like I said, I can't say if it was violence or not, because like I said, if it was, I didn't know about it anyway. But I wasn't in no groups or nothing like that. It wasn't. It wasn't a thing that I searched on Facebook or nothing like that. I wasn't in no like social media groups looking. It was just something
Shit, I'm
that
talking about before Facebook.
yeah, it was just something that you kind of just knew it was happening, and you knew where it was happening at. Number one,
I don't even know how they
it's
knew.
a lot of cars. Number two, because of the
I
sound.
don't know how people knew, but
Once
because
you get with them,
I'm thinking of
once
one time in particular. It was because I'll never forget this. It was right there where Joy Road and Living Noise meet up, and you have to go through that train
yeah,
track.
that's one of the spots. Yeah, that's one right at the gas station, in front of the gas station. It's a wide enough spot, wide enough turn spot. Yeah.
I'll never forget being right there, and it wasn't a fight. Nobody got shot or nothing like that. But I remember it was like a fight broke out, and like police came. Everybody had to like we had to run to our car real quick and skirt off type shit. And it just was like, you know, nobody got shot that day, but you know. And this I was like 18 because I was driving my Neon, so I had to be 18. I mean, they said, like I said, they said it wasn't no violence at this particular on the 4th. What I'm talking about, it just was like a lot of people. You know, they had drone footage and they was down there. It was just like a lot, and then, like I said, it had this ring of fire. Like I guess they poured gasoline in the circle and had it on fire, and they was jumping in and out.
Cars go around it when they do that.
But the people was jumping in and
It
out.
probably was, but I'm telling you, yeah, the cars
I understand
go
that.
around it.
I understand that, but guess what happened? The car tire caught on fire.
It's very well possible.
Now, what if it goes up to the gas tank and the whole car blow up with all these people here?
Oh, I done seen the car catch on fire at the races, Grand River and Oakland, to be exact. That's another spin spot. Whole car was on fire. I think they set it on fire.
That's a big ass street to just be shutting down for a fucking drag race. Grand River and Oakland right there by that.
Easy. They did it on a regular. Easy. Easy peasy pudding pie. They would right there. We spinning. If you plan on coming down, they made the bus wait. The bus wait. We spinning right now.
Then the police coming.
That's when the police come. They wait.
Talk about the police.
They wait. They still spinning. Police out there. They still spinning. When I know police pull up, the police could pull up one car deep. You know why? Because he already know he ain't got to chase nobody. He hit his lights, hit his horn, burn, burn, burn. Everybody break. He just wait until everybody clear. Or he'll ride through with his lights on. Everybody immediately clearing up. What? No? Police be right there, lights on, they still be spinning. They be telling the police to wait. You gotta wait. Hold up. We spinning right now. Camera out, all that. You gotta wait too. You thought you was special?
Yeah, well.
Races nowadays is crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's definitely a wild one.
I mean, these people is crazy, period. Like, the last thing that I really want to say about What Up, Doja Cool, other than I'm going to end it on Chris Brown, Usher, but just like straight local stuff was the little boy. I mean, there was a motorcyclist that got into an and just left his baby behind. 2-year-old baby. Just left the little girl behind in the middle of the street, hurt. Like, what? And so I said, the police looking for him or whatever. I said, if I was that baby's mama, he better hope the police find him before me.
Yeah, man. Listen, man. That's wild. That's definitely wild. That's a wild one. Well, I don't know why. He obviously had to been drinking and driving, doing something he wasn't supposed to have been doing. Cause ain't no way. And it's like it ain't no way. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no way. In the history of niggerdom, like you just don't do no. That's not something that you do. You know what I'm saying? You ain't leaving no. At this point, shit. Listen, I'm gonna pick the baby up and meet, and the
If
baby
we both
is
can't
running.
run,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Shit. We.
If I can't take her and we run into, I'm running with my baby on my back, on my neck, whatever I gotta do, then I just gotta stand here and face the consequences. But I'm gonna make sure my baby's straight.
I'm
Like,
walking.
that's
If
retarded.
I can't run, I'm walking.
That's
It's okay.
crazy.
I ain't gotta run. I'm gonna walk. It's fine. Whatever I was going, but I'm gonna get the baby. That's all. Yeah, that's how that go.
Yeah, so that nigga definitely wasn't cool.
Yeah.
I wasn't cool last night. And neither was a lot of us. Okay, you guys, all of you who went, it was a 3-day experience. So whether you went Thursday, Friday, or Sunday, the R&B tour came through Detroit this past weekend. And
shout out to boys, my boy Chris Brown. My bad, not to cut you off.
No.
But my boy Chris Brown had a custom made jacket on that had the lions on there with. It was like a football field on there. He got that from somebody in Detroit who made that custom made. Shout out to that gentleman. I meant to get his name, but it went by me so fast. So if you know who that is, drop his name in the comments, man. Shout out to that gentleman for that. That was a hard jacket.
yeah, very much was. I saw that. Shout out to Usher for the Pistons jersey that he ended the night with last with the New Flame song, whatever. They just really did their thing. Usher, like, I'm sorry, I have been calling it Chris Brown concert because I just, I just wanted to see Chris Brown. Not saying that I wanted to see Chris Brown more than you because I wanted to sing your songs equally as much. But you married and like niggas been looking at you since 1997. Like I wanted to see Chris Brown. You know what I'm saying? But you showed up and showed out, sir. You did your thug thizzle.
I'm sure.
You have definitely been pushing away from the table, okay? And the dad bod is not on Usher, okay? Abs was on point. Moves was on point. You had the energy. You kept up with the young man, Chris Brown, very much so. So I'm very proud of you. You did your thing. You sang all of my faves. Yes, shout out to Usher for sure. Now, as for you, Breezy. Okay. Crumbs is nowhere to be found. Okay, you ate. All right. On my only critique, and I kind of understand why. So I really can't even make it a critique because I had to do hindsight 2020. It wasn't your concert alone, and Fine China is a long song to perform. So it's my fault for not going to the Breezy Bowl. I know you did it at the Breezy Bowl. So that was and I had one other critique. The audio to me was a little off last night. Like it was like high for no reason. Like the levels was just a little off. I ain't even gonna lie. But other than that, it was a great show. Like I said, it was something going on all over the stage.
Yeah, that's lit. Sounds lit.
Yeah, I don't think nobody had no issues. I didn't hear about no fights. Well, what am I talking about?
Yeah.
There was a fight at the concert. I almost forgot about that. But there
fair.
wasn't no fight outside the concert. Like nobody shot or nothing like that, pew-pewed or anything. But some girls was fighting during the concert, and we was sitting not too far from that. My sister looked over there and was like, "Look, they fight." And I'm like, and then turned back to the concert because I could see some Detroit bitches fighting anytime. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But I did acknowledge that it was going on. Like, hell no, these hoes that mad that they can't leave with Chris Brown or Usher, they gonna fight each other. Because I don't see what else you could be mad about tonight.
Yeah, I don't think that had nothing to do with the situation because I'm sure they knew that already. But
yeah, that was crazy.
but
it was a good night.
Fighting at the concert is crazy.
And I mean, that was like
no.
getting down, like going at it, like cats and dogs.
As an outsider looking in, I wanted to, the only part of the concert that I really wanted to bring up, was I kept hearing certain parts about a stripper, and I was intrigued to know. I'm like, a stripper? So I didn't go searching. It found me. Guys, this is it. So I seen this video where this lady comes out. She has on this long coat. Immediately throws it. Boom. Walks up to the pole. Gets upside down. And magic happens. You know what I'm saying?
She like,
does the work.
I can't do it.
And when people was like, oh, this wasn't for kids and stuff like that. And I'm gonna give y'all my take, and I won't. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to say who y'all think, but I'm gonna give y'all my take, and I think that people is like, don't bring your kids, but people like it's gonna be all ages, even kids like Chris Brown, this and that and there. I personally, not saying I don't know the rules. I did not go. I watched from the outside looking in. That's probably the longest part of the whole thing that I've watched is the dancer. So I just think that no, that's correct. It was not for a kid. It wasn't a Rod Wave concert. It wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like you knew what it was before then. Chris Brown, when he was doing his own concert, he was pulling girls on stage, dancing on them, and Usher was getting on skates, and sometimes he was out in the crowd feeding females cherries. Neither one of them presented to be, I'm gonna bring my kid, So, with that being said, you put them together. Nothing about that says bring your kid, So, I do agree that it was not for the kids. Were they wrong for bringing out the stripper? I don't think so. Me personally, I don't think so. I kind of wish.
It's a part of the show.
Been a little
These
closer.
Are adult men. This is not no teeny bopper groups.
I wish I would have been a little closer than actually just watching it on video, the way it actually happened. But I want to know, how do you guys feel? I feel like a lot of people had different takes on how they felt about it, saying that hey, that was extra. Some people did feel like, hey, well, my kid is 10 and she loved Chris Brown. And when I took her and then they brought out Asses Jones, I was like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? So I just want to know, and I feel like it's fair. I gave y'all my take, and I just want to know how y'all feel. Like what, how do you feel and why? Like, even if you feel like, no, it wasn't a kids thing, or if you feel like it should have been for kids, you know what I'm saying? Why do you feel like that? And me, I gave my reason because I feel like, they had concerts going on before where they were doing tours, and they were both adult settings, and I feel like when you put the two together, nothing about it read that I would take my 10-year-old, 13-year-old, you know what I'm saying, to see this. That's just me. Like I said, though, No, it's not etched in stone. It's not a written law. It's not, obviously, if a kid was able to walk in with a parent, then they allowed it. So, what I'm saying? Who am I? I'm not saying that, So,
I mean, you have plenty of neglectful parents who, don't do right by their kids.
I mean, yeah,
Let them do shit they ain't gonna do.
that's valid. Now I wanted to end. I had a couple more things.
Let's do it.
I had an update. If you guys remember, a few episodes back, we gave you guys. We touched on the young lady, London Thomas, who has passed away. A young teenager. She went missing for a while. She was last seen like with her boyfriend or stuff like that. And which now like which was her boyfriend, he was like in custody after so or whatnot. The update is that he has pled guilty, and I just feel like that's one thing that we talked about. We kind of had suspicion to him being a suspect. I think it was you that said it. We had suspicion to him being a suspect.
The mama, I said the mama did it. I still say the mama did it.
He's
taking the blame for the mama.
He has pled guilty for second degree. Now,
the mama
that's
did
not
it.
even saying that she ain't got nothing to do with it, but he obviously that he's just probably just not saying that part. But
she did it, and he's taking the blame for it because you know what I'm saying.
It's his mama.
It's his mama. It was his girlfriend. He probably feel like it's his fault. You know what I'm saying, because he had her come over there late, like in the middle of the night, like that. And got to arguing with her or not. However the shit happened. You know what I'm saying? He feel responsible. You know what I'm saying? And as a man, he like, I can't let my mama go down for this shit. If it was for me, it never would have happened. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I think the mama did it. The mama did it, made him do it, something crazy.
Yeah, well,
she shouldn't get off, but she probably will in some type of way.
I mean, because if he's saying that he's fully responsible, I'm sure they need nobody else. You know what I'm saying? Which is how they feeling.
But they had her in custody though, so they know she did something. She, at the very least, she lied to the police.
I mean, he probably gonna say she ain't know. I don't know exactly how, but my thing is that was an update because I feel like that when that crossed me, that was something that we talked about for a minute, maybe 2 episodes, but I know at least one.
Most definitely, I was on it and I saw that, and I wanted to say that, and I forgot to write to you right.
So
because that was around when Nazia's situation was going on.
Oh yeah.
So yes, that was definitely a thing.
So I definitely wanted to bring that up as an update. My next thing, also an update. I feel like we talked about this last week. We got TA in the building again. Now we know he's been going through his problems. I'm still calling it a Detroit. What up, Doris? You cool? Is because he was our first round draft pick. He's still a product of Detroit in a way. You know what I'm saying? Even though he's not from here, he's not. You know what I'm saying? He played college in Alabama. He got drafted. His money, his first real piece of money that he made was from Detroit. So you know what I'm saying? He's basically cleared to be a free agent now. As far as all the money situations or whatever you got to go through when you're in a contract and a team releases you, you know what I'm saying? He's cleared to be a free agent. He's asking his judge to allow him to search teams, and I believe the judge has granted him that. At first, they was asking him to wear tether, ankle monitor, but I think the judge said no, he don't need that. And I believe they're allowing him to search other teams, like to get, you know what I'm saying, because that's what you do. So it's to basically to get another job. And my thing is, I feel like, and this goes into play of what I said. I made a big status about it. I said he's gonna basically, this case is gonna get thrown out, or you know what I'm saying. It's gonna get the smallest slap on the wrist to the point where he's gonna be allowed to still play. And the Lions dropped him so fast because the Lions don't want their name and nobody that feel like is tied up with
We
any
got
type of.
enough
The thing
problems.
is, you didn't even give it a chance. As soon as he was able to make bail, release. It was like you didn't even talk to him, and before then, you didn't release statements because you didn't want to talk about it. And I feel like that's because you didn't know.
And well,
You're going off of what people are saying and what they trying to build a case up on. You have to know that when law is building a case up on, they're going to is going to be all type of, well, we know that this they gonna, and that's what the word is that they know.
especially like something like that.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
not ideally meaning that they know.
Yeah, that's how they gonna get you to tell them.
And I feel like what happens with a lot of reports is then words start to get to tied up. It is words that people use in certain ways that make certain stuff sound like something that is not. And I strongly believe that Terry and Arnold will not go away for no time. I do not think that.
So he not cleared with the police. He cleared from the Lions.
Right, he's clear from them to the point where now he can, other teams can shop him.
And he's still locked up though.
No, he's free. Soon as they gave him a bond, he posted. He posted that.
So he out on bond. He still got to go to court.
Mhm. Mhm.
You think he gonna be cleared and exonerated?
He got to go to court like on the 10th. I'm gonna tell you here. You heard this here first, right here on Time to Talk About. This is alleged. I am AI. This not even real. This is really something. It's a box for real. It says something over the top and underneath the bottom, and it's really blue. But you probably see a heart that's broken, but that's not even real. I'm AI. But I strongly believe that what will happen is this case will be the smallest slap on the wrist, which I mean by that is not saying that it will just be scotch free. He would just be out. I don't think that what they're accusing him of or alleged to say that he has done. I don't think that that's the case. I think that this here goes over with something that he don't really attach to. So, in some ways, since they made it, I feel like since they made it such a big thing, he already, you know what I'm saying, already kind of going through the motions of, you know what I'm saying, being locked up and all that. Then it's not just gonna be you walk and nothing happens. It's not gonna be that. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be the story that you want to make them look bad. So it's gonna be something I assume that's, and more so in the area of he'll take a plea deal, do some probation time. They already don't even want him on the tether out on bond. Somebody with money that can fly around like that can get around. Oh, they want to know where you at. The judge requested that. No, he don't need that. You know what I'm saying? And he wants to basically ask them, is he access to go and continue to look for jobs because he can't look for jobs in one state. You know what I'm saying? Because he played professional football, so you gotta travel to look for jobs. You know what I'm saying? So
Now that y'all got me fired.
what I'm assuming is they're allowing him to because they said something about Monday, I believe, which is today, that he was going to be meeting with the Oakland Raiders. Now, I believe that this is happening all because he's going to get maybe a slap on the wrist probation to the point where it's not even GPS tether. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we just,
mail in probation.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? We gonna see you when we see you.
We
And
gonna see you on TV anyway.
long as you know that when we see you, we going through certain precautions. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. And I feel like that's gonna go on for maybe a year or two, but he's gonna get picked up right now this year. He's gonna have a great season. He's gonna have a season. He's young. We drafted him first round. You know what I'm saying? So he's young. He's good. You know, he's gonna have a great season at the next team.
So, do you think that the reason we released him is because of the shit that just happened, or we was already gonna release him?
We was not about to let him go. It's the drama. The Lions don't want their name caught up in nothing, but instead of waiting to see what happens, you just don't. It's just like you don't believe. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got no. You ain't got no
If
faith.
he was white, they wouldn't did it.
Probably. You know what I'm saying? It's like you ain't got no faith. Like you automatically gave up on his word. Like, and that's why I feel like his get back is about to be real. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm a first round draft pick. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I feel
I'm
bad,
not no pushover player, and I balls out. I played 24 games or something like that. He played. So
I feel bad for him.
I just feel like it's bold how they just automatic just detach from him like that.
Yeah, me too.
And you don't even know if you know what I'm saying, what people are saying is, and I feel like this is why what I'm saying, he gonna leave. He gonna go somewhere. I'm not gonna say the team good or bad. I don't know. Wherever he goes, he's gonna be a standout because that's what he is. He's a standout player. He's young. He's gonna be a standout. He gonna make he gonna have a nice season, and we gonna be saying we should have kept him. We could have kept him, and we because now we gotta work on who's going to be right there, the replacement. Of course, NFL is next man up because everybody get paid. That's like any job. Everybody get paid, so just because you can't make it today don't mean that we can't get this done. But that don't mean that customers not gonna come in like, what is this? Where dog at that
Specializing.
Yeah, that used to be here. He don't do this right here. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's still a difference. You know what I'm saying? Next man up is life. That's life. Next man up. Because everything got to keep going regardless.
Right.
Next man up is life. But the difference in the people who or the where it's at on the next man up type tip, like what you're providing, you could be somebody in the back that don't nobody even see, but you're doing something so crisp, clean that as soon as the one time you ain't do it, they're like, oh, wait a minute, no, this off, like, no, this ain't. What happened? Why look? What happened? What happened?
No, for real.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but until the next person gets to that, you know what I'm saying? Or somehow it works its way to back to where it's always just got a point. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean that the person there is there. That's where you're trying to go. Exactly. It's always got a point. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Exactly. So, yeah, I forget why we were saying it because I wanted to go into an example of I remember working at Payway, and I forget why we were saying this, but um I know
We
what.
was talking about Terry and Arnold.
Oh yeah, okay. I know what the difference is of when you got something good and just something. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like we had something good with TA, and not to say that we're going to just something. We about to give somebody else a try. Is basically how I'm feeling.
Mm-hmm.
But I had a certain situation. I used to work at Payway, and I worked at Payway. I was kind of like the main. I'm like the main cook, should you say? But we got two shifts. Sometimes I work doubles because at this present time I was like, they wasn't really kicking it like that. And I'm like, I'm already here. You might as well just give me that extra little money instead of trying to make me go to another job and work two jobs. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So kick me that cheese. So they was cool with that. So some days I got doubles. So it was so busy that some days during lunch, mind you, by me being the main cook, I'm the only cook. The next cook, what people would say because it's Asian food, and like in the American way, I'm like on a grill and shit like that. The next person would be the fry guy. The next person, what you would think is like the fry person, like was a little lady by the name of Angela. Like she did like sushi, all your wontons, all your soups and shit like that, and she drops shit in the fryer.
Mm-hmm.
If it ever got too busy to where we could walk, to where I needed her to walk, and this is how I learned that. If it ever got too busy and I had to ask her, she didn't speak no English. She only spoke Spanish. She barely understood English, only broken. So I couldn't tell her to do nothing on the fly. Like, can you do this for me real quick? That she didn't understand that shit, looking at me like I'm dumb. And I learned like, so okay. Only thing I can ask you, and this what kind of was one of the reasons why I kind of started wanting to learn different languages and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, only thing I can ask you right is what you do, and I can kind of point to it, and then you know what I'm saying, because I didn't know Spanish, like, you know what I'm saying, a little worse than I know now. I'm like, I can kind of point to it, you know what I'm saying, and kind of give you two, what, to give you a number, whatever. And she had a walk station, but it was a single walk. I had a double walk.
Mm-hmm.
I would have to kind of point at the meal if I'm making it, like, can you two.
And where was this at?
Payway.
In Raw.
Yeah, bro. But that would mean I can't mod the meals. I can't give her nothing that has to be modded because I can't tell you what's the modifications. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And
that would have frustrated me.
And I would do in the mornings during lunch, line out the door. I would do probably about 3,000 to 4,000. That would give me the numbers. 3,000 to 4,000 just during that little lunch rush. Dang. You know what I'm saying? Mm. And all their food is supposed to be done within 7 minutes. So they ideally, when you come in and you order right here from this lady, by the time you grab your tray and make it down to your seat, if you got to use the bathroom and come back, your food supposed to be almost on the table by the time you come out from the bathroom. Mm. That's how fast they wanted it. And it's just me.
Yeah, I want it.
And I would get busy. I ain't gonna lie. I would get busy. I'm gonna get it done after a while. When I learned it, I would get it done. And the thing about getting it, I did it done. I did it so right because you can do it fast and wrong. And people know the difference because it's oily. It's just you know what I'm saying. The Asian food is different. It's a lot of oil. It's cooked fast. You know what I'm saying. So yeah, it's different. So I can remember vividly. A whole lot of instances, but this one instance specifically. A lady came to me because you could see me while I'm cooking. It's open. I run 2 walks. I do fire shows for the kids. Kids come. I'm throwing fire up in the air. I'm rocking. You know what I'm saying? It was fun for me. Lady come to me. She sit behind me. I'm doing my thing. She say, I came in here the other day. And I could tell you wasn't here. She said, when I got the food, I I tasted it, and she said something wasn't right. It was just too sweet, too something. She said, and she said, no, he don't do it like that. So she said, I looked up there. She said it wasn't you, and she said I asked him, can he redo it? She said when he redid it, it was still wrong. She said I told him, I'm not gonna come back and buy nothing else if you're not here. And I said, I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I appreciate you. Like, I took pride into what I did, and that's just kind of, yeah, absolutely. That's just kind of how I rock. I kind of have a hidden passion for cooking. Like, it ain't something that I just be like, yeah, I'm about to go and cook. But it ain't no way that once I got the fire on, you know what I'm saying, knife in my hand, I can't bullshit it. I can't half do it. It's not, once I'm in it, I'm just going. You know what I'm saying? I gotta give it the whole full everything. You know, so.
I'm here for it.
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah,
I've been here for it. I'm still here for it.
Yeah, that was just something I was using to say. You know, my boy TA, he is. He's recently good, man. He's the goods. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna miss him. We gonna know that man of Tyrion was here. You know what I'm saying? We would. It would be like this, and I feel like the Lions just kind of gave up on him too fast, and I was kind of mad about that. That was something I was kind of mad about, but you know, we just got to see how it goes, and you know, the predictions here at Time Talking Out. You heard it first. He about to go to a team. And I ain't saying they're going to win a Super Bowl or nothing like that. I'm just saying he going to have a good season. He going to still show that he's still that player that y'all just gave up on, you know what I'm saying, without even listening to him. And that's all I'm saying. Yeah, he going to do that.
I agree, and I'm looking forward to it. Okay, so.
I have one last before you show what those.
Yeah, I'm just.
My bad.
It's no shade.
I don't know if this is even.
Yeah,
I don't even know if this is even that.
Tired.
Well, yeah, we can make this the last, and then I can be done. I don't know if this is even that. I was just thinking, like, you know, if you been without power. A lot of people been without power lately. DT has been on a lot of lollygagging to get around to people's shit, and they've been bullshitting with us, and I don't like it. And apparently, I'm not even one of the ones without it. But you know, I'm not trying to rub it in or nothing like that because I wouldn't like it if I was, and I don't like it for the people who are. And I feel like they said that they just gonna credit people $42 who still ain't got power. If you still ain't got power and you only got $42 credit to your account, if I was you, I would be pissed off.
Man, it's hell.
And that's when I seen that, I was just like, so what is that supposed to do? Or what is that supposed to mean? Because the power was out on like the 4th for some people. It's the 6th. You giving me $42? You're a $1 billion industry. You just proed up so much money because you overcharged everybody. And you're going to credit the people that's been without power in these hot days for over 24 hours, $42. I just thought, ain't no way that's enough. Ain't no way that's okay. Ain't no way, you know. Listen, for the people. I just want to know, what did y'all think about that shit? I don't know. Because like I said, it's not happening here right now. And I don't want it to, so I won't keep speaking about it. But for the people that it is happening to, how y'all feel about the $42? Y'all think that's fair or no?
Fuck though.
You know what I'm saying?
Last time I think it was like 58 or something. I just, who can you cuss out? Who can you call? Who can you talk about? Who can you talk to about it? You know what I mean? You can't force them to give you no more.
I mean, no, you can't. I just think that is bullshit. Like,
we need to protest. I've been saying this for years.
That's what
we need to
picket. Be a movement. Yeah, it gotta be a movement.
We need to pick it outside of the DTE headquarters.
The problem is people gotta take a loss before you win.
Yeah,
You just standing out there but still paying the bill. They don't care. You gotta say I ain't paying, and they gotta feel it abundantly. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, we gotta stick together. Motherfuckers gonna stick together.
wow, they're $1 billion industry. They gotta feel it abundantly. People gotta say I'm gonna not pay this, and I'm don't. You know what I'm saying?
For like 2 months straight.
Until they change their mind about. You know what I'm saying? Till they stop playing with us. Cause
Right.
after a
So,
while,
but so that means we're gonna be without electricity.
you gonna be without anything, and what you can't control. Now, if you get now become a solar panel company to where you create a solar panel generator or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? To the point where you like shit, you hook this up to
Like,
your
oh
house.
boy, with the plastiline. What's up with him?
Yeah, Julian, I ain't heard from him in a minute. Julian Brown, but
He did.
nah, he ain't. He been doing his thing. He said he don't even basically he didn't even copyright the idea or because he want people to take it. Shit, he basically giving out free game. He want people to know how to do it because he wanted to be more. So he said basically, if I copyright or some people want to take it from me, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna leave it wide open for other people to mimic. You can do what you know what I'm saying. Mimic it as much as you want. So
Okay.
yeah, so
I like that.
yeah, you got a plan. So shout out to that. Just shout out to that guy. Yeah, and that was my last for What Up Doja Cool.
Yeah, we moving on into that mess. Let's move right along because I need to get some energy. Auntie falling asleep again because I'm tired. Did I have a 5 hour energy drink last week?
Mm. Feel like you would have said it if you didn't.
And you say you looked upstairs.
Yeah, I looked up there.
Anyway, moving right along. My bad. NMS. You got something for NMS?
I got a few things for NMS. Well, a couple, not no few like that. Not no. Yeah, not no lot like that. I had your girl Papoose and Clarissa back in the internet mess for where I was going with this. This week's internet is brought to you by Mario, the person who did not show up in Detroit at the R&B concert when they said he was at it.
I think he just wasn't there Sunday. He was there Thursday and Friday.
Uh, okay, Mario, who was not there on Sunday at the R&B concert. No, he was added to. You know what I'm saying? This is his internet this week's. Mario, where were you on Sunday? I'm sure I wasn't there. I don't really want. I'm sure there are people that want to know. Where were you?
I damn sure want to motherfucking know. Because I wanted to hear all them songs.
Yeah, you said that.
I fuck with Mario. He's singing real life.
Yeah, you said that. Yeah, you said that. Yeah, you said that. Yeah, you said that. So we got your boy Papoose and Clarissa back in the internet news for me. And it's because a couple of reasons. Now, the very first reason is because during the BET Awards, now remember, we spoke to y'all about BET Awards last week. Yeah, bingo. BET Awards. We spoke to y'all about BET Awards last week. Now, I didn't see this during that time because I'm sure this happened after the awards. I'm sure this happening. Now, a lot of people be saying, Pap don't really he ain't vocal about Clarissa. He ain't said she the only one, she delusional, this, that, third, blop, blop, spleen. Okay. So, um she she shared a video of some shit, but we're gonna get back to that. During the BT Awards, afterwards, Pap goes to say that Clarissa was robbed of a Sportswoman of the Year award. Now, I forget who got the actual Sportswoman of the Year. I'm about to look it up right now. Um, because then that made me think like, he just came out and just shitted on whoever won the award. You know what I'm saying? So I can't remember who it was, but I was like, while people talking about Pap ain't been saying nothing. Oh, tennis star Ariana. I can't even say that. I can't even say her name. Let me not even try to even. Y'all know who she is. Ariana Sablowski. Um, she won, and what?
At the BET Award?
Yeah, Sportswoman of the Year. And Pap was mad and said Clarissa got robbed. And people be saying he don't say nothing. She be the only one talking. He don't step up for her. This and the third. Well, Pap been out here talking lately. Pap also in the interview with somebody said, yeah, they talk about marriage and he gonna let her get her fight scene and he putting a baby in her. So, for the people saying, Pap on that. He's saying that. Do y'all think he for real? I wasn't asking the cat, but it sounded like the cat had an answer for us. But I wasn't asking him. He don't even know Pap or Clarissa. He don't know none of them. He used to watch judge shows when on the TV. He ain't watch no rap or nothing like that. He a granddad. I just want to know, like, what y'all think.
I believe he will put a baby in her. The marriage part, he gotta get divorced first, so you better be careful, or else he'll put a baby in her before he get divorced, and he can never be her husband. She better be careful.
That's what I mean.
Pap upstairs.
If you do that, that's what I mean.
If what?
If you get somebody pregnant.
While you already somebody else's husband? Yeah. I mean, you better hurry up and get a divorce before your baby born. And get married before your baby born.
Because, you can't have no more kids.
No, I'm just saying she's like not getting younger. And then, so if she's trying to do it in marriage.
Oh, yeah, no, I thought you were saying, you can't, you know what I'm saying, it's over for you. So, okay, I misunderstood. That's some wrong shit. Yeah, no, I just, they was just one of them ones. And when I seen all the videos, she been trying to go hard to...
Who?
Your girl Clarissa. She been trying to go hard to solidify that. She's trying to tell y'all that Pap is the one talking about having babies and, you know what I'm saying, getting married. Like, well, not that he the one doing it, but he is agreeing too. Like, people is saying like she delusional. She the only one talking about this. Dog don't say shit about it. You know, so
he so she probably said something to him too, and he had to say like, well, I ain't even really like that, but I'm gonna be like that for you. I'm gonna put it out there.
I mean, maybe
be more vocal about it. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe he pointed out interviews with her where he said something about it. Like, what you mean when I said this on that? Because she brought up some interviews where he said, you know.
Oh yeah. I hate that for her. Really, that she even gotta go through that.
I mean, she, obviously it's not a go through. It's just something that somewhere she comes with. So.
I mean, I get it, but still.
It's not a go through. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like, hey, yo, at least, it don't seem, well, no, never mind. It is problems because Remy been snapping on Clarissa. Listen, just make sure you watch who you have a baby by, man. Some baby mamas be out here clout chasing. Some baby mamas like the opinion of other people rather than what is reality. They want to seem cool to their friends and everybody else rather than to be real to the situation of. You got some baby mamas that'll give you a hard time because they think that shit is cute. I'm not saying, and I'm not holding baby daddies nowhere far away from this conversation. You better know that. Because you got them niggas that'll do this same shit. But I just know, per se, I can speak to you, per se, from actual encounters. When I say baby mamas. And I'm not saying all baby mamas are, because I listen, I know. But I just know that in ways, there are people that just have not actually had a reality of, like, I'm not even gonna say winning because it's not even winning in the reality. Some people have just not had a reality of like where they felt like, oh yeah, everybody on my side, everybody agreeing with me. Yeah. Some people have just not had a reality of that so much to the point where the internet creates that for them. You know what I'm saying? The
algorithm.
What? No. Them. The internet creates that for, because they end up in algorithms that's going, you know what I'm saying, that's going to agree with them and shit like that. Not that they are watching somebody. It's just that now what you promote, when somebody be like, man, what the fuck is you talking about? Like, listen, no, don't do that. When you get over here and I say the same shit over here and everybody agreeing, no, fuck you. You know, you trying to tell me some bullshit, and they could be somebody trying to tell you some real shit. Like, no, listen, maybe this, that. You gonna go against that because you gonna feel like, yeah, hell yeah, they feel just like how I feel. They know, they saying the same, but that's a motherfucker egging on the situation. Like, I feel like you can tell the difference, but I feel like, and that's why people lean on social media. The people that thrive off of it or that just feel like this is where I have to go. It's because you're going to get something crazy that's said on social media so easy because that's what people do. They going to say the most wildest, outlandish shit. And I don't mean everybody, but that's the fastest way to get crazy ass response to something. And I feel like that's why people go and make up shit on the internet. I want some crazy ass response. I want so many people to look at this shit. Y'all don't know me for real.
I want to go viral.
Y'all don't know me for real.
If somebody y'all knows y'all, well, you know how much money I got and how many followers now because y'all ain't really supporting. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. That internet shit, man, it'll change a motherfucker. And I just feel like, that shit ain't if y'all doing that, man, I just feel like that shit ain't worth it. Y'all gotta sit back. Y'all gotta chill. Y'all gotta analyze. Y'all gotta see. Pick a niche. You know what I'm saying? But don't put your people's neck on the line or no loved one's neck on the line or doing no crazy something, putting your own neck on the line for what? That ain't no. That ain't it.
It definitely ain't.
Yeah,
What is your prediction for Pap and Clarissa at the end of the year, relationship wise? You think they're gonna still be together?
at the end of this year?
Or
Yeah.
you think he just
No, at the end of this year, yeah. They gonna be together.
5-year plan?
I don't know when that will be. But in 5 years, nah. And I mean it's gonna be
She said they about to get married. So in five
I
years,
feel
those
like but I think this is what two for them. I think they in two right now. I think that in five. Nah, you know what's funny? No, no, no. You know what's funny? Yeah, yeah, they gonna be married. It be the motherfuckers, the oddest motherfuckers that you don't think that you did. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you a prime example one time, and I don't even. You know, it's not even. I hate to even make this story about me, but I'm gonna tell you some shit. Prime example one time. Okay. And this is just because I'm saying I've been in. I know because I've been in a situation. So during my time, you know what I'm saying. I think this was during pandemic when I was talking to no. I was kind of. I ain't want to talk to nobody. I was in the mix where it's like I ain't want to talk to nobody. I ain't really want to. Far as like you know what I'm saying. Even oh no. I'm not even like relationship. I don't even want to talk like let's not. I'd rather not hang out. You know what I'm saying? This was before the whole other situation with the twins. I told you about the twins.
what
Not that
twins?
it was twins. I told you that she was pregnant with twins. She had she took my money on abortion and then had a miscarriage. Remember I told you that. So this was right before then. I'm sorry, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We getting into some shit. I'm telling y'all something real. Y'all my people. Um, I had a shorty that I was talking to like right before that. And the shorty, like, I had known her like before because I had seen her before and you know, like my job that I was doing security at the time. My job I was doing it caused me to interact with everybody. They say I'm supposed to walk people from the car to the door, and when I see them, I gotta get out and go and get them from the door back to that car. The people who work here, and you know what I'm saying. And I was security of like you know what I'm saying, like nursing homes, shit like that. You know what I'm saying. So of course, you know I just knew everybody that was there during the times now they had like offsetting shifts. Everybody wasn't always, so it was a couple of people that I just never ran across. I worked one set shift. You know what I'm saying? Couple people I just never ran across. You know what I'm saying? But I did run across one little nice lady, and you know we was cool. Flirted a lot. That was all we did at the beginning. Flirted a lot, and I was just like, you know, that's cool. It's kind of a help tactic at work, keep me woke. Well, somebody she gonna come out here when during little smoke breaks, she gonna come here on lunch. She gonna be looking for me. So I be like, yeah, you
Oh,
seen I was woke. You know what
I
I'm
need you to tell me.
saying? Yeah, like you seen I was woke. You know what I'm saying?
That was
So,
me at Slows.
in a way, she was also an alibi. You know what I'm saying? I'm woke. You seen that? I was out here. You know what I'm saying? Well, whatever. So Um, I didn't think Shorty was like, oh no, nothing like that. And my homeboy, this was my homeboy from high school. It was his auntie company. It's my homeboy from high school. He was telling me, he like, no, I know Shorty. He like, Shorty. He like, nah, she ain't just, she like you. And I'm like, nah, bro. I don't, you know what I'm saying? It ain't that, bro. Like, she cool. Like, it ain't even like that. Like, she ain't on that. So, time go by. Nothing happened. Never while we worked together. Time go by. I could tell she was like in a she was flirty. I just must have been attractive to her, I think, because she wasn't flirty like that with everybody. So I could say I just probably was her type. You know what I'm saying? And she was flirty, and but it would be like, I feel like she had a nigga. Like, you just doing that because you at work. You know what I'm saying? Until I kind of got further to know certain things. I'm like, you just doing that because you at work, you passing time. You know what I'm saying? Um, this ain't really you. So the thing was, that was really her, but she did have a nigga. He was the security guard. Same job. Now I found this out because being there, he would get mad when she would come out and hang with me on time she was there, because when I'm outside, I can't see inside. So when she's not with me, I guess she's hanging with him. You know what I'm saying? But he can see outside because he can come outside. So it was just like, she would just be, you know what I'm saying, doing back and forth and basically whatever. And by the time I was done working there was the time she contacted me and wanted to hang out. We hung out, chilled, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. And I don't know what she thought. Like, it was just like, oh, it's gonna be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I guess she was still like talking to other people, which I wasn't mad about. She said something about a dude was about to marry her. He asked him to marry her. And she was asking me like, what you gonna do? And I'm like, what do you mean? We not even in a relationship. I never even, we chilling, hanging out. Like, what do
You was fucking her.
We had sex a couple of times. Like, literally at this point, a couple of times. And I felt like what she was basically saying was, at this point, she's spinning a nigga who want to marry her. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, we not in a relationship though. Like, I'm not telling you not to do that. Her and a nigga got married after like, probably, they probably was dating for probably 3 months. And I was like, see, I feel like that probably rushed you into a situation. And I'm not saying that it ain't gonna work, but I would hate that if that rushed you into a situation, that'd just be bad because he felt like he had to do that because you was probably telling him, like, you know what I'm saying? And I was feeling like, no pressure. What you want me to do?
How
because
long ago was this?
This was pandemic.
And they still married?
I don't know. Once that happened, I guess he was like, you can't talk to dog, or you feel me? Obviously, he knew about me too. So the thing was like, it wasn't like she was able to be cool with me after that. Even though I wasn't on shit. She wasn't able to be cool. And I respect that. I'm not mad. I respect that. That's cool. So I don't know. Long story short, I don't know. Obviously. Or maybe not, and then she just seen something else. You know what I'm saying?
Because you had no intention on marrying her ever.
No, we wasn't even in a relationship. It wasn't even like I like you, like I like.
She wasn't in a relationship with the other nigga. Obviously, she was talking to both of y'all.
But the thing was,
because you don't have to be in a relationship to get married.
Absolutely. But the thing was, it wasn't like we were talking about
you
marriage.
Was fucking her.
We had sex a couple of times, literally. When I say less than a handful, when I say a couple, I literally mean that. We was like hanging around. Like I would be at her house, like hanging around, like for real, like less than a handful. She used to ask me after a while, like, what's going on?
What you mean? What's going on? Ask you after a while.
Basically hinting to me that I'm inviting you over here for it to go down. You get over here, you know what I'm saying? Boom, 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 and then you sleep. Like, we chilling, talking, and you know, she couldn't smoke. I could smoke. She couldn't smoke. She drink. I'm doing both. I'm turning up. Hey! Every once in a while, she'll be like, let me hit it. But she couldn't really smoke. What? I'm teeing up. Hey! She said, you can hear you. And then you out. I probably am. I'm turned. But it's not a, you know, it wasn't like, I don't know, man. It was like because I feel like, I don't know. I wasn't on that. And
you wasn't that attracted to her.
Bingo. So it didn't bother me when she said somebody else was trying to get. That didn't bother me. I'm not like, oh well, hey. I'm like, shit. Well, okay. I in the nicest way, okay. Like, I don't know what do you want me to do, but I feel like
she probably was more physically attracted to you.
That's probably what
than the man who wanted to marry her, but you was bullshitting. But she was at a point where she didn't have more time to bullshit. She couldn't wait around, so she had to just straight up say it. And so when you was like, yeah, that ain't what I'm on, she's like, okay, well, respectfully, I'm finna get married. Like, fuck.
And I stepped back.
What else did you do?
What because it wasn't even that I was on that.
You didn't want to marry her, so I want you to step back.
She stepped back. I stepped, you know. I'm not mad at that. I was just saying that you know what I'm saying?
That's good for her.
Yeah, I was just saying that's how.
Good for her. I hope they still married.
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
I hope they still married.
I mean, yeah, absolutely.
Anyway. I mean, that's no shade to you.
No, I mean,
you don't give a fuck.
I hope so too. Absolutely, I hope so too.
I'm just saying,
honestly,
good for her to, you know, have the balls to do that, and have the balls to do that.
But to at least y'all, you and him probably had that chemistry to do so. You know what I'm saying? So
that's what I'm saying. You wasn't attracted to her like that.
Right.
So rather than to hang on to a physical attraction over, you know,
somebody
who actually loved her and I was just trying to use her.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to use her neither. We literally had sex a handful of times. When I say that, she used to tell me that, oh, I've been on this and I've been on everything I love. And it wasn't even like, don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to just sit here and bash like, oh, yeah. No, I'm not saying nothing like, but I'm saying like just because during that time, I was just not on that. It was nothing I didn't care. It wasn't nothing you could say. I don't care. Right now, I'm halfway in, I'm halfway out. You know what I'm saying? I told you this is before the one person, I told her the same thing. I'm not on no relationship type. I wasn't on that. So I'm not mad. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy that.
You wasn't on that, but she couldn't have made you be on that because you wasn't even attracted to her.
I wasn't.
Because a motherfucker.
My mind was just fucked up. And I wasn't attracted to her. Would have fucked up.
So this is what I'm saying. You don't necessarily be on that, but a motherfucker that you on that with them, you might not be on that. But you on that with them though. They could get you on that.
What I'm saying is I was still at a point. I wasn't trying to get on that. And I feel like that's how it all came up.
If that's the case, you wouldn't have been hanging out with...
No, that's exactly why I was hanging out. You got to understand this.
I didn't finish. Because you got 9 brothers and sisters. And a host of other family and friends. You got a female best friend you could have hung out with.
That no couldn't get me out. Still, listen.
But you hung out with this bitch that you wasn't attracted with. That's what I'm saying. If it wasn't about that at all, you would have just hung out with somebody, just anybody. You hung out with somebody that you could possibly have sex with.
Like we didn't have conversation. I told her.
This what I'm saying, but I'm not saying you did. I'm talking about for you. If you wasn't on nothing sex, you was trying to get your rocks off. Cause you could have just hung out with family or friends.
I still don't hang on my family right now today.
Well, what about your female best friend then? What is you got a best friend for? What is a best friend for?
You know why? You want to know the truth? I don't hang on my best friend right now. Well, back then, I was just. We would talk. She probably didn't want to hang with me. It was probably the difference. She probably didn't want to hang with me. We would talk.
Why? How? If that's your best friend?
Just because, and I know bad way. Just because I was, when I say fucked up, I feel like that's the part that I feel like when the niggas say that, it's kind of looked at. Oh no, I was like, I couldn't. I'd be in the middle of anywhere crying. Like I was fucked up for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, and basically how baby girl. And that's what I'm saying. How baby girl kind of got to me. We would be talking on the phone. I would be crying on the phone. And you know what I'm saying? She would just be saying, I wish she was right here. And it's like, you know, like it was.
And this is because your baby mama had got pregnant by somebody else.
It was just a whole fuck up because I just had felt like, you know, I'm like, damn, I really have fucked up all this shit after all these years. I was generally blaming myself. So it was just like I was feeling the kind of way. Like she was talking to the nigga at the same time. You feel me? Like she still fucking with dog currently. You know what I'm saying? My baby mama still fucking with dog currently at that time. You know what I'm saying? At the time we speaking of. I'm the nigga who when I come home, you know what I'm saying? I'm in the house. I ain't talking to nobody. I don't want to hang with my peoples. They like, nigga, we getting you outside. I'm not going nowhere. Y'all can pull up. But I ain't going nowhere.
You ain't going nowhere because you don't want to let her be free to go fuck with this nigga. Or you
they
ain't
already
going
talking. I just don't. I just felt like I can't be in public without breaking down at any moment, and I don't want to be that. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't. I just wanted to sit back, let me be to myself, because at any moment I can be at home, and if I break down at home, who's to say? Ain't nobody seeing me.
And this was like. Yeah, this was like what, like a year's period. I remember this time.
This was the beginning of pandemic, and it lasted probably like a year. I was fucked up during the summertime. The niggas used to try to come and get me. I don't want to go. I'm straight. I'm good. Don't come and get me.
I remember. Yeah. I just remember. I feel like that was before the pandemic, though. And probably throughout the pandemic too, but
it might have been right before and ran into it. It might have been right before.
Yeah, I just remember a time when you know your Facebook post was like real like down, and it was a bunch of female relationship drama.
And I went through that time, and that's why I feel like I said really.
That was one of the main reasons why I thought, like, yeah. I knew he had too much. Remember I told you when we first had, I was like, yeah, I knew it. But it could have been, that was so long before. You know what I'm saying? It could have been that I could have saved you from that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
because we could have been so happy, but I was self-doubting myself. And, you know.
And see, at that time, I was going through it. It was back and forth. And it was always gaps. You know what I'm saying? And it was gaps because of insecurities. And I felt like, you know, this is one of the things why she was younger than me. It was gaps in between because insecurities. I don't want you doing this. And I'm what? Turning
Who
what?
Insecurities?
My baby mama. You know what I'm saying? She was younger than me. So I'm turning 21. Before she turned 21, I want to go to the casino. I want to do shit that now 21-year-olds can do. She can't do. So now she like, oh, no, I don't want you to. And it's like, bitch, what? And you know what I'm saying? And it's like, all right. And the way I only sat back for so long. Because it's like an initial, all right, I'm going to chill. I ain't going to do that because she really tripping. I'm around a gang of my dogs. We all, you know what I'm saying? Niggas like, bro, I done been da. Listen, for my 21st birthday, I went. No, yeah. I went to Deja Vu. I never forget. That's what it was called. It's not called that no more. I went to Deja Vu. I told my cousin, rest in peace to my baby. I said, bro, you come, I got your way in, and I got you a couple dances, nigga, and I got drink on me right now. His girl told him, hell no, you can't go. My baby told me so many days after that, he like, man, I wish I would have went with you. Had a fucking blast by myself. Think a motherfucker wanted me to go? Hell no. We wasn't even together at the time. Still didn't want
This was before your daughter was born.
That's what I'm saying. It was gaps in between. And
So,
then now
is
a
she the only baby
motherfucker.
mama that you had emotional problems with? Your first baby mama's, it just was easy peasy.
Yeah, it wasn't like, like that. And then, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it wasn't like that. And then I just feel like now a bitch be so quick to try to throw shade. I really took care of a bitch like for so long. I introduced you to your first of so much shit. Your first apartment, your first car. Like I introduced.
So why you ain't marry her?
Because
In all that time, you apparently loved her to the point where you
when by the time
felt
I
like your
I got
whole.
the ring, she played me and said, "Well, I never even showed her. Actually, honestly, by the time I got the ring is when I found out the shit was going on. I can remember talking to my brother Sean. I'm like, you gonna record this? It's gonna go like this. It's gonna go like that. Wham, wham, wham. I just gotta get the ring, and I can remember paying for the ring before. It was like before pandemic even hit, which was weird, and then that slowed down the process of the ring coming.
By then, y'all have been together at
Right?
least
Yeah,
10 years.
absolutely, absolutely. But that's what we have been talking about. You know what I'm saying? But because young, I wasn't with it because I was more so of the person that was saying, if there's anything in life, right? Because me trying to, I guess, understand marriage for real. I'm like, if there's anything in life that you want to explore, I always feel like now is the time to do it. Like before we're married, I'm like, I'm with you. Like let's, you know what I'm saying? But I always feel like I want to not just because I don't know how you will feel after. If you got a change of heart with me and feel like, you know what, I want to do something different. I don't want to have to be a process to be like, but we married, you know? And that was just me growing up. I'm not saying that's
I want
right.
to do something different. Like, I'm.
Like, because I wanted her to just explore life. And even if it was with me, I took her to sex parties. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I wanted her to explore life. Like, I'm not saying cheat, right? I'm saying just be 100. Like, if you like something, you see a nigga, and damn, he fine. I want say that. And that's how I was when I was young. But it never came out like that. But then I always been the nigga to get blamed because don't get me wrong, after a while, like I tried to start off saying it, but I felt like it made a motherfucker uncomfortable. After a while, yeah, I stopped saying it too. And what happened? But hey, I didn't even have to say shit after a while. Like I'm just so by myself. They was just approaching me, and I was just like, I wish I could approach you. You know what I'm saying? And tell how much I really like this right here. But it's like this the only way I can even attend to the situation. Like, and that one thing led to another, and it's not no excuse. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Wait
not
a
making no
minute. You
excuse.
saying that you basically told your baby mama that you wanted to fuck other bitches. You told her that you wanted to fuck other bitches with her. but she bullshitted, and so you end up cheating.
She acted shy more so. I'm not gonna say bullshitted. She acted shy more so as if what I was saying is, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if she felt like he lying or like nigga you just saying shit. I don't know how she felt. You know what I'm saying? But
You lying as far as wanting to fuck other bitches?
my whole delivery was she could still be like you know what I'm saying? Like we went to this one party and I tell you this and this is one of the parties she said when I was with you I had some of the most fun of my life. I never forget this. Went to this party. It was this one girl there, Lolo. I had dated Lolo in like high school. Never forget it, right? Me and Lolo never had sex. Lolo stayed like right around the corner from me. Me and her never had sex, nothing sexual. We would kiss all day at school. Never had no sex. Lolo was at the party. My baby mama, me and my baby mama end up at the party. Now we all from the same hood, so she know Lolo too. You know what I'm saying? So we drinking. I'm shooting pool. You know what I'm saying? Now after shooting pool, we grab a little drink. You know what I'm saying? She doing one, two. She trying to dance on me. I ain't mad. I'm doing my little drink. I ain't dancing. I'm sitting still. A dude came up to her and said, "Can I dance with you?" She said, "I don't know. You gotta ask my man." He said, "Man," he said, "Your girl looks so good." He said, "I know disrespect. Can I dance with her?" I said, "Bro, go ahead. If she allowed that,
mama.
yeah." I said, "Bro, if she okay with it, go ahead." Got on the floor. They was dancing probably like 30 minutes. You know what she did after she got off, dog? She went and got Lolo and said Lolo is a dancer. After hours strippers on. But Lolo ain't like built like no body. She ain't big. Lolo is a stick. You know what I'm saying? She went and got Lolo. Can you go and dance on him? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh no, I just want you to go because as she told me that you made me feel like so good. Like, I've been there. And I was telling her, like, what you mean? Like, what I've been telling you, get comfortable. You're young. We're both young. I'm young. It's not saying that we don't have a commitment to each other, but the thing is, it's not narrow from life. And this is how I feel. I'm not saying that this was right? And I feel like this is probably where I really messed up. I'm like, it's not narrow from life. If you see something that's out here, you know what I'm saying? You should be able to at least know that's, oh yeah, I seen it. Yeah. We talk, but no, that ain't what I like. I really fuck with.
No,
you know
really,
what I'm saying?
You was doing the right thing, but especially that young.
But we still somehow got to it. You know what I'm saying?
No, but no, it ain't about being too attached. Cause you're supposed to be that attached.
Not when the motherfucker try to use leverage on you. You know what I'm saying?
No. Cause you speaking in a whole lot of like, I don't want to say riddles, but I'm having to read a lot between the lines. So, you know.
No, I'm trying to make it clear, though. I'm not trying to make it like that, though.
Okay. I understand. It's just, you know, it's probably just how you normally do. But, you know, I just feel like she probably wasn't really necessarily all the way completely about that life, you know. Right. Not the way you wanted her to be or she wanted you to be or whatever, like, but she apparently about. I mean, but really, at the end of the day, that don't got nothing to do with nothing because you had 2 kids with her. So, her being young, it didn't have nothing to do with it. You kept fucking her. Raw. So, that don't got shit to do with nothing. But it was just, she never was able to really, you know.
that's just honestly, that's no shade. It just wouldn't have lasted that long. I would have been done. And it wouldn't have been that. 2 kids, no, maybe 1. And, you know, and I don't take none of them back. Maybe 1. And, you know, just then, my mama said something to me the other day that just described me to a T. And I said, I know that that's how you work. Because I feel like, you know, I kind of watched you a little bit. And that's kind of where I picked up some of it from. My mama said, you know what, son? I'm tired of being a people pleaser. I'm tired of trying to just please everybody. When can I be for me? And I said, that makes sense because I've been that for so long. So it plays over into, you know, me being young. And when I was trying to do this, not even trying to say that, oh, I was trying to do it on the right level. I was just trying to leave enough freedom and enough room to where, you know what I'm saying? I just want you to, what I initially wanted was her to be like, oh, well, this is that and that is this. And so I can be more vocal. That would have let me be more comfortable to be more vocal, allowing you the comfortability. You know what I'm saying? But it never happened, so I never was able to just be like,
this is that and that is this. What do that mean? You wanted her to say this is that and that is this. What do you
I
mean
wanted her to say, like, oh, well, yeah, okay, all right. If I'm allowed to say this person, okay, this person is cute, or this person look good, or I would do something with that person, I wanted to allow her that comfortability first to know that you know what I'm saying, you comfortable with me doing it. Because once I told you it's okay, and you do it, and then you comfortable with us just being straight up 100.
But see, just because you was okay with her saying that, don't mean she was okay with you saying it.
Which is why I feel
her
like
security, her confidence level, and her security in y'all relationship probably wasn't the same, especially with her being younger. Especially with you being you, because you probably wasn't reassuring her like you might have thought you was. So she was insecure. Yes. Sometimes women need to be secured by their man in their relationship. Especially when they're younger. Because I've been in that situation when I was young, early 20s, dating an older man and just not feeling secure, you know, feeling like you said, you was like, she didn't want you to go certain places. I hated that nigga went to Southfield all the time and didn't take me. I hated Southfield for about 15 years after that. Yeah, because it's like...
It was something like that, but not the same. Like, the thing was, a lot of the places that I could go, you probably could go. But it only came down to a couple of times where it was different as far as when it was my age. But the couple of times where it came down to it, they probably were big moments. It was birthdays. It was, shit, it's my birthday. I'm turning boom. What? I want to whoop. You got a couple years to go. You got at least 2, baby. You know what I'm saying? You can't, not yet. And that became a deal breaker. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like
it clearly wasn't no deal breaker because y'all had kids after that.
Right, I'm not gonna say a deal breaker, but that created
absolutely nothing but room for y'all to have some more kids.
No, I know it didn't create that. No, because a person you are that created
space to fuck.
No, okay, you won't. All right, I'm willing to go ahead. Because that's not, but okay. That's not.
I'm sorry.
No, that's all right now because I don't even, when I was trying to remember, you kept saying that, so. But that's not. what I was saying. No.
See, because I feel like when we young, that's all we see. I apologize for taking you off of your journey towards what it really was as an adult. Hindsight being 2020. But when we be young like that, what else is it? You know what I'm saying? We be getting our rocks off, getting our rocks off, getting our rocks off.
I didn't say nothing about what somebody wanted. I was saying what it created to cause. It was a cause and effect type deal. But no, it's fine. Um, yeah, it was just a time. And I ain't mad. I just don't, you know, some shit that I'm not about to. I don't expect, like it's kind of like you prepare for certain shit. I guess I don't know. You can't say you don't expect no different because then that wouldn't be true. Uh, Kind of say you just kind of prepare yourself because of what you went through. I guess you know what I'm saying. So
Yeah, and that's yeah, I'm yep. And that's bad really though, because you block your blessings, I feel like, by waiting on the ball to drop type shit. You know what I'm saying? I do the same thing. Literally current situation. You know, we just had a conversation about that the other day. It'd be like I don't know. I'm prepared for the worst and hope for the best type shit. That's not faith. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, that's very true.
speaking of weddings, right? Because we were just talking about weddings and getting married. I don't know who internet is gonna be this week because y'all already know T Double does that. He assigns the
We
internet.
already said that.
Oh, did we? Yeah, I'm sorry, we did. Who was it? Don't tell me, cause I don't remember. I forgot already. Who internet was it?
Mario, person didn't show up.
Well, how is it his? How and why is it his internet?
That. I said it's Mario internet for the person who didn't show up to the concert I've even added, and you said he didn't show up Sunday, but he showed up on. And I said,
But how do that make it his internet?
yeah, because we highlight. Well, what I said is sometimes we will try to highlight people who stand out on the internet for something. You know what I'm saying? They might stand out for something that they did. And I feel like he stood out to me because that was
For something bad and not showing up,
absolutely.
I smack him.
He stood out for it. I'm not saying in a good way. I didn't say he stood out in a good way.
No, but
It's
can I
his
point the
internet.
internet to some cold people? He got to share the internet with some
Well, if you want to take it away from him and give
y'all
it to
taking it away from him.
somebody,
It's not his internet.
Okay, so
It's a wonderful person's internet this week. It's mother effing Taylor Kelsey and Travis Kelsey's internet.
you could have said that you had that from the jump. Why you so
Because I had to finesse that shit like that. Congratulations to Taylor Swift and Travis Kelsey. I don't like Taylor Swift because I know she's a witch. But I'm not going to say I don't like her. It's just like I miss her. Like I mourn the Taylor Swift that I used to listen to back in like 2002 or something. No, is it? No, not 2002. Is that too far back? No. When did Taylor Swift? Let me see when did Taylor Swift come out. Because I feel like I was listening to Taylor Swift around the same time I was listening to Justin Timberlake first album and that last NSYNC album and Khalees. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard and they're like, it's better than yours. Then right, it's okay. So let me see. If you know, put it in the comments right now. When did Taylor Swift come out with her first album? Because that first album,
what was the name
I
of it?
banged it. Happily Ever After or something like that. She had that song on there.
I think
she
I
had the
remember
song on there.
The album because she has some songs on there that I like.
2003. That sound better. Yep. Because that's the year I graduated high school.
Okay.
Yep.
She has some songs on there that I liked it too.
The Fairy Tale. That first album was my shit.
I can't lie.
That first album was my shit. I can't even lie.
She has some bangers. And
she had a lot of.
I'm gonna tell
First of all, one of my favorite ones is "We're Never, Ever, Ever Getting Back Together."
Yeah.
That's straight to my baby daddy.
Listen. She has some bangers, and I think a couple of her songs may have been featured on video games.
Oh, I'm sure.
So,
that's how she gained a lot of her fans and momentum and shit. Back in the day.
Has some bangers. Listen.
I'm sure.
I listen to I
used to love Taylor Swift, and that's why I'm really sad.
And then somebody
Illuminati
else who was
and the witches
around
got
with her, and that probably just went to the same thing. Katy Perry.
Definitely a witch.
Yeah, probably went to the same thing.
But was the same in the beginning. I used to love her.
What? Man, but as you can see, the music just kind of just faded out. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. So that's pretty much. Oh, the last thing I want to say about Internet Mess is shout out to all of y'all who was watching the World Cup tonight. If you was out at one of them watch parties, or if you really fuck with soccer like that, I don't know nothing about soccer. I'm hood black. I'm about basketball, football. You know, I might look a little bit of baseball.
That is football in another country.
That's football.
Football. Okay, that's same thing.
No, American football is what I'm talking about. Not football.
So make sure you
football.
Make sure you make that clear.
No, I'm not really all of that versed in football. But shout out to the soccer, aka football leagues and teams and fans and everybody that's been here. I think this is like the last week or whatever. So get y'all bets in, whatever you gotta do.
It's getting serious. I want to say happy birthday to my mama. I don't even know how I just got that spot. Happy birthday to that lady, man. I ain't gonna disclose her age on here because she probably will be mad at me. I ain't got no whooping.
She young.
I ain't got no whooping from my mama since.
His mama, let me tell y'all, his mama. You know how you be like, I'm 20 and you 40. His mama is like, they really.
People used to ask
me.
Up people used to ask. It used to be two things that we used to get out once I became like a teenager. I'm gonna say like
once you start to meet her in the middle,
17 plus.
Once you start to meet her.
Once I became. Two things people used to ask: is that your sister? Or they used to ask her. It used to be dudes ask her, "Is that your man?" She'll laugh at him. Is that my man? That's my son. But I was, you know what I'm saying? I was a football player. I am a football player. I was, you know what I'm saying?
Y'all looked like y'all was the same age. Because she looked young and you looked old.
Yeah. And then when people say that's your sister, that's because we look like alike, I feel like. You know what I'm saying? But then I feel like that's the same reason people like, you know what I'm saying?
They know y'all related, but y'all look so close in age. You know what I'm saying?
That's the same reason people be like, y'all together. Like, people can be around each other so long they start to look alike as a couple. You know what I'm saying? So I had to learn that. I had to learn that later in the age afterwards.
Shout out, Mom Dukes.
Yeah, shout out.
Happy birthday. We love you.
For sure. Absolutely. Wishing you many more to come. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that was cool. Mom Duke's birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday, Mom.
Cancer season. The next season is Libra.
No, it's not.
Well, that's the only one we're gonna worry about. The next season.
No, my godson is a Gemini. Oh no, that was Gemini. What's the next season after? What is this? Cancer.
Mm-hmm.
Cancer.
Just skip to Libra. Obviously.
Leo. It's my mama's
Leo's
Leo.
Is in like August.
The end of July and August.
Okay, yeah, that's before us. Yeah. They
Cancer,
before us. Yeah,
Leo.
Leo's
yeah, like
Leo.
my mama, my uncles, my grandma. Hold on. I love me some Leos. Let's not leave them out. Nah, we can leave out the Pisces. If we just gotta leave out some shit, we definitely not gonna leave out the Libras because you know I love Libras. I've been loving Libras way before I knew you was a Libra.
We gonna let Leo slide through, but I've been repping Libras way before I knew you was a Sagittarius. Before I even knew who you was, I've been repping Libras. So anyway. I'm just saying that we'll let the Leos slide, but we don't usually play around this time. The Cancers come in, they come in hard, and I usually be like, get all this. Y'all got 24 hours to wrap all these other zodiac signs up in between Cancers and Libras.
Cancer, Leo, Virgo. The Virgos is before y'all too. September, October, yep. The Virgos is before y'all.
We don't.
Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius. I love all y'all.
We do not give. Oh, that too. We do not give no fucks. When it's our time, it's our time. And our time starts when we say. Don't listen. The calendar don't say when the Libra time starts. How this goes is once everybody else get out the way that's important, it's our we take over the rest. It's our turn.
The fuck you mean you take over the rest? No, you take over the little Libra time. Because Sagittarius come in after that, and it's like fuck a Scorpio.
Yeah, no. Until our time over, we invade a little bit of the Scorpio time too, just a little bit.
Yeah, and we invade a little bit of the Scorpio time too.
We let them.
We meet y'all.
Yeah,
we just taking over. Fuck a Scorpio.
We let them.
They think they freaky, but they ain't.
We let them have it.
The only reason why they freaky is because y'all showed them how to be freaky, and then we came and blew both of y'all off the map.
I don't know about that. I'm going to just tell you that. I'm going to just keep it all the way G with you. I don't know about that, but I'm going to tell you what, you know what I'm saying? What basically happened is Libras happened. Once Libras was there, it was, that's what happened. And we keep all of y'all balanced out.
I knew you was going to say something about that.
That's what we do. We keep all of y'all balanced out. We are the balance of the whole thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? We are the ones. You need chase your liquor with a Libra tonight. You need a Libra in your life. Chase your liquor with a Libra tonight. I'm going to tell you that. You know what I'm saying? That's how that goes. You need a Libra in your life. And I don't care where they at, you know what I'm saying? You need a Libra in your life. That's gone. That's your balance for you. You need at least one. That's your balance.
I'm writing this down, ladies, just in case you was wondering.
Yeah, you need at least one. You know what I'm saying? But you know that. Y'all know that. Gotta have that, man. You know what I'm saying? So, make sure you know. Tonight, when you get done watching this, I don't care where you at. I don't know if it's nighttime, daytime, middle of the day, you on lunch break. I don't know what you're doing. When you get done watching this, go through everybody that you know close to you and check out their birthdays. Make sure you got a Libra in your life. I'm going to tell you that. Make sure you got a Libra in your life. I'll tell you that.
I agree. I've had one in my life for most of my life, so I've been good.
Make sure that.
Okay, so moving right along. We're gonna do a couple of minutes of
trivia. What you got? I don't even know if that's what it was, y'all. I'm just lying. Don't listen to me. I was just sitting here playing. I don't know what she got a couple minutes of. I'm sorry.
So I'm just saying, I want to, y'all know, we're, first of all, I don't know if he know, but
I apparently don't. I'm sorry, y'all.
I got to talk to him and let him know certain stuff. Because if I don't, he's not going to talk. Like, he's not the talker. He talks to y'all way more than he talks to me. As far as the communication. So, um, I'll be trying to like have like surprises and like just like do shit randomly. But if I gotta tread lightly because you never know what he might have to do. He might have something at work and he won't tell me until it's or he might have a game or something with the football and I won't know until it's here. So I don't get to prepare, right? So that's what I would say. Um 2 years ago, I think it was, your boy T Double, he had purchased us tickets to go see tonight's conversation for his birthday and my birthday because he knew I liked it and he liked it. Like he was telling me, like I actually had the app at one time. Like that's how much I like that shit. And so, he's such a good dad. He's such a good man, period. But he's such a good dad. Something had came up with one of his kids. He got 4 kids. Well, 3 kids and an adult now. And so he had to return our tonight's conversations tickets because we was already going to Rod Wave concert. We was going out of town. We was doing a lot. So it was cool. He had to return them tickets. He had to choose between something. We stayed. We went to Rod Wave. And he returned to tonight's conversation tickets so he could do something for one of his kids. So I got a special reason. I'm drooling just thinking about it. I got a special reason why I also want to go to tonight's conversation this year. And I just thought it was only right because he was trying to take us to tonight's conversation a couple of years ago and we didn't get to go. And they coming back this year around his birthday again. So I got us tickets to tonight's conversation. I didn't get us the VIP $8,000 tickets that I wanted us to have. Okay. But I got us the general admission tickets right now, right? So the reason why I said that, right, that's kind of segue into our relationship topic questions and how we want to be more of that type of podcast for at least like an hour of our podcast. So we want you guys to send us in questions that you got. We'll give you our advice. And
wait, hold on. Remember that. Where you at? We'll give you our advice and what?
We'll give you our advice. Our listeners can give you advice in the comments. And this is just a way for y'all to interact with us more. And soon, like we were saying last week, we want to start having people come in on the video as video guests with, and what we could do is like pick a person or a situation
that fits the topic or something like
with that. And let one person come in and do their question live. You know what I'm saying?
We start getting until more people start wanting to do it, then it'll up with.
It'll always be. We'll make sure we'll have one live person once we start it. Because we hope to be bombarded with so many, we only can stay on here for so long.
Bingo. That's the goal.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
So.
I want to, not to cut you off, I want to say how you just said, then how we are supposed to go to tonight's conversations that year, but we had the Rod Wave concert on.
We went out of town. We went to Texas.
Or
something like that.
Rod Wave coming back this year.
No, I didn't know that.
You ain't know that?
No.
Let me tell you
That was the last lap. Fuck you talking about?
Let me tell you the most.
When we went to the conversations, that's the reason why you chose Rod Wave over tonight's conversation. Because it was the last lap tour. Exactly. It was supposed to be his last tour.
No, that was just the name of his album, and I just didn't understand. But even better for you, I got better news. Rod Wave is coming here this year. Well, just as well as tonight's conversation. What if I told you we got Rod Wave tickets again? What if I told you that? What if I told you that?
I would be like, that's too crazy.
Yeah, that probably would be too crazy because I'm like, I ain't got them tickets. I just want to say shit's gonna say, but he is coming though. Shout out to Rod Wave. He is coming though. Shout out to Rod Wave, man. You know what I'm saying? Coming back, doing a whole another drop. You know what I'm saying? It would be crazy because I was lying. I ain't got no tickets to Rod Wave, but you know, I just wanted to. You know what I'm saying?
Baby, don't do that.
I was trying to throw something in to make her feel surprised. You don't even like Rod Wave like that. What do you mean? Rod, she don't even like it. Rod, shut up. Rod, Wave. Listen, my boy Wave. Wave. You already know him. She listens to a couple of your songs. I ain't gonna lie. Just Passport Junkie. That's her one. But
that's my favorite. I got at least 4 or 5 of his songs in my different playlists. But he the one who really put me on Rod Wave like that. Like, I ain't gonna lie, but I like Rod Wave. But I do think Rod Wave be kind of sad. But I be in my moments. You know what I'm saying? Be times when I be feeling the way. But, you know, I like Rod Wave. What are you talking about? That's fine, though. If you ain't going to get us Rod Wave concert tickets, I don't. No, see, because I'm not playing. I'm not playing.
You don't even want to go see.
I'm finna tell you, we can go see somebody else. I was just about to say, listen, we don't gotta do nothing. I want you to understand this. Rod Wave, he gonna always be on my playlist. I don't never in my life got to go back to a Rod Wave concert unless it's something that you want to do. So don't think that. But it's a plenty of people that's coming that we can go see. It's a plenty of things that we can do. Like, don't think that.
Yeah,
no.
Listen.
I got us these tonight's conversations tickets because I know you like tonight's conversation.
Absolutely. I ain't gonna lie. I loved it more when Keita Rose is there, but and Trip. I'm not gonna lie, and Trip. I liked them both, and big shout out to them both on their journey. And I'm still, you know, I'm not mad. I'm still intrigued about, you know what I'm saying, what the other people got to possibly say, because I still think it's good people on there. I personally got nothing to do. This don't got nothing to do with nothing to do with nobody else. This just me. I personally just got beef with Mojo Jojo. I'll fight dog.
Mojo Jojo.
I'll fight dog.
Ace Metaphor. AKA Mojo Jojo. Because see, when I purchased these tickets a couple of weeks ago and that shit came up on my bank statement, it said Ace Metaphor.
Yeah, that's how I go.
So Mojo Jojo, he getting that bread, right? And he knows what to do.
I'm not mad at him for being, you know what I'm saying?
He knows what to do. Yeah, he knows how to advertise because he knows the whole reason why, because I have not looked at nothing from tonight's conversation in at least 2 years. It was 2024. Let me tell you.
But the thing that killed me is they said that should start off as a game. But go ahead. What he do?
He knows what to put on my timeline, on my algorithm.
You know where they say he got that from?
Got what?
All that shit that he know about how to promote and shit like that. You know where they say he got that from?
Keita.
No. Kevin Samuels. the dude passed away.
Well,
they said Dog was on the same thing, was about to do the same thing, and they was gonna be working together. But when Dog passed away, he was like, "Well, I'm just gonna do it."
well, let me explain this. It's the same
It's the
formula,
same. No, it's the same demeanor when it comes to behind the scenes. It's the
but he's
shit that
smart
people
enough.
don't see.
But see, Ace Metaphor is smart enough to read between the lines when Kevin Samuels passed and understand what his demographic is. His demographic is not the same as Kevin Samuels. He's gonna
Exactly.
try to do it probably for women. You know what I'm
See,
saying? A neutral.
I feel like Ace Metaphor was just gonna try to get on the bandwagon. He was gonna try to see what it was like. But since he has so much of the game from Dog, he just picked the lane. Like shit, alright, fuck it. Cause they said that's how it started off. Remember, that's what I was saying. It started
Kevin
off.
Samuels started off having people call him. It was he
But tonight's conversation,
he
Kevin
blew up during the
Samuels,
pandemic.
they say Kevin Samuels started that, but it started as basically like what you know what I'm saying. What he was gonna do was gonna have rallies of people in the basement, like or in a gathering, having a conversation. And I guess he was gonna advertise it on his podcast like that. You know what I'm saying? What he could bring up, but Dog took it and created a whole nother lane because they had already started it. They had already started doing it.
The
They started playing games, having questions, and all. That's where the cards and all that. They started playing games and doing that in the basement. They say. But basically, Kevin Samuels inspired Dog. He was like a intern to Dog. He inspired him and
what's his name?
Who Ace?
Ace Metaphor.
Yeah, yeah. He inspired Dog. You know what I'm saying? And once he inspired Dog, and then everything happened, it all happened right at the time. He took it and ran off with it. Who gonna say no? He was like his intern. He right behind Dog. He ain't. It's not like I'm stealing. I'm doing what he taught me.
AI.
AI.
The only thing that's real here is my tits. Oh, this ass is definitely real, but it's not individual. It's not visually present on. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said the only thing that's real here. Yeah, this ass is real. It's no surgery yet. I'm saving up. If y'all want to help me get my mommy makeover, aka BBL, y'all can donate to Talk It Out.
Yeah, no, I know that. You know, he was inspired by Kevin Samuels.
Well, you know who I'm going to see. Who they been advertising to me?
Nobody. So you ain't going. No.
Oh, we going.
I'm playing. Baby.
And I'm picking you. I'm taking you up there. I want you to know that. And I'm saying it on camera. Matter of fact, let me make sure everybody hear this live on YouTube.
Listen, no.
I'm taking you up to the mic, or I'm going up to the mic. If I get a chance, I'm going up to the mic. And so I want to know, what am I allowed to say on the mic?
Oh no, say whatever you want, because I want you to get the answer to whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? From somebody you don't, you know what I'm saying? Somebody you haven't really talked to without knowing you know what I'm saying? Know or expecting them to say a certain thing.
Well, I'm going to have two questions. The first question, I think the first question is going to be just to let them see how I got my own Lance Gross.
I don't think that's a question, but okay.
It's not. It's just like I said. I got my own Lance Gross, And this is what I'm going through with him.
And I'm a shout out to my aunt because once, if that's the case, if I get, if they let us both walk up, you know what I'm saying?
Because we got to plug y'all. We got to be able to plug y'all.
Let us both walk up. Of course, I'm gonna be clean cut. I'm gonna clean up. I'm gonna clean up on that
You
day.
look so good.
And when I do, I'm just gonna say that's my aunt. I've been,
Let's see how old is Lance Gross.
everybody tell me that I've been hearing that I look like him for a minute. So that's
First of all, y'all hoes can get on and stop telling him that because that's not y'all business. Stay in y'all lane.
Yeah, that's my uncle though.
Okay, so he's 2 years older than me. So yeah.
Yeah, that's my uncle. So, there was that. Where? Okay, what else was you? What else was you saying? To be exact. About what were you saying?
Y'all see it.
What were you saying though? Like about you were saying something about.
I got distracted. Oh, tonight's conversation we going.
Uh-huh.
And I just want us to be united front. You understand what I'm saying? Like the past is the past, the present is the present. But I want us to be a united front on the future. You understand what I'm saying? Like, because God is good all the time, but the devil is going to always be on us.
Yeah.
But I want us to be united and on the same page that we gonna kick his ass and rebuke him from our relationship. So
basically,
I want to know
what you saying. You don't know what?
Cause you know I'm crazy, and you know I'm word vomit sometimes. I just like blah blah blah. So when we go there, this is what I want to say to them. I want to say that I came into my current relationship scared, not wanting to be in a relationship, saying that it was just basically a situationship. Friends and fiance, the wife, but niggas don't get that. They see that as a situationship. You know what I'm saying? No shade as a nigga, but as a man, you know what I mean? Men hear you saying you not going. You know what I'm saying? Unless you going in the way you want to go. And a lot of times, rather than to even listen and hear that the way I want to go is just a regular way, but it's just intentional. They'd rather be like, nah, you trying to run some shit. You trying to make me go how you trying to go. I ain't going. Bitch, next. You know what I'm saying? So, as a person that's all there or halfway but trying to be all there, you stuck through and we understood and was like, yeah, you know what? I think not only is that I'm gonna figure out how to fit that into my own lifestyle too, because I think I can use that to my own advantage. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then, but you don't talk, so you didn't tell me that. You didn't even tell me that you was just not figuring that out.
Okay.
I mean, I think you been knew that.
Something about true. Okay, so
I thought you been knew that, and so it's like, damn, we meet in the middle, you know. And so now, I don't know everything, and that's why I was snooping, right? Because I feel like you wasn't telling me stuff and you wasn't giving me what I needed organically, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And so, next thing you know, I'm like, oh, well, if you don't get it and I don't get it, we never gonna get it. So I guess I just gotta get it, right? I guess I just gotta get it, give it, and then ask questions later because we both gotta go to work. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go to work, and I gotta work around the house. You know what I'm saying? And get So I'm just like, you have no way around being who you are when you with someone you really love. And y'all can have a discussion, ask questions, bop, 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 bop. But if you ain't comfortable, it's never gonna pan out. Baby, you gonna have by yourself that bad?
Yeah, who helped me?
We love y'all.
Who helped me?
I know. Just you got something else to say?
Because I don't know. Peace. Y'all know how I do all my channel. Peace. That's what I say. That's what I say to y'all. Peace. You on the road to the 100 subs.
Oh, here you go.